Moon Mudra. Heels of the hands together, left fingertips pointing down and right pointing up. Press the hands together. Breathe deeply. It's a wonderful mudra for when you're feeling a lot, for when things are muddy, clouded, overwhelming. Release your mudra. Stand on your shins, toss your arms in the air and open your heart. And then fall to the earth in child's pose. Taking everything nice and slow today, draw your way up through hands and knees with a rounded back. And then unfurl into a cobra or an up dog. You can take the back bends as big or small as you like. From the back bend, curl the toes and slowly lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog, settling in and spreading out. Taking time today to really feel everything so that it can move through. Drop to the shins, seat to heels, child's pose. And it begins again. Stand on your knees and sweep your arms up to the sky, letting the heart blossom open. And then like rain, pour yourself out back to the earth into child's pose, arms extended. As you come up to hands and knees, round your back like a cat, like an angry Halloween cat. And then roll through the spine into a back bend, an up dog or a cobra. Letting the sternum stretch upward as the tops of the feet stretch downward. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Fill the shape with tons of breath. And as you exhale, drop to your knees, child's pose. A sense of almost clawing the earth as you drag the hands back to roll up. Stand on your knees, arms expanding up into the sky. And then melt your way back to earth into child's pose. Come up through that rounded cat back and then slowly feeling every movement, every bone along the way unroll into your back bend. And from the back bend, the toes curl under and you slowly, like honey, peel your way up and back into downward facing dog. Raise your right leg to the sky. And then send that foot up between your hands. Take a lizard stance. Move your right hand inside your right foot and just wiggle around a little bit here. You can twist, you can go back and forth on the ball of the back foot, whatever feels good to really start opening things up, to get into those hips, the emotional storehouse of the body. Letting whatever needs to come up and rise to the surface and then let go. Step back, downward facing dog. From down dog, fall to your knees, child's pose, and then slide the arms up to the sky, stand on your shins like you're tossing the gates of your heart open and fall back to earth in child's pose. Come on up through your rounded back into a back bend, up dog this time, or cobra. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. There's no hurry to get anywhere here, it's just about feeling. Raise the left leg way up high. Step the foot up. Take the left hand to the inside of your left foot, finding that lizard stance. Sway and swirl and move into the hips here. You can shake the head around. You can make some noise, whatever it takes to help move things through so nothing feels stuck. Not thoughts, not emotions, not the body. Feel how everything shifts and changes. From your lizard, curl the back toes, step back and land in downward facing dog. And then fall to your knees and take child's pose. Like a circle, it begins again. Stand up on your knees, sweep your arms up to the sky, let your heart fly open. And then bow back to earth, child's pose, getting quiet for a moment. Come on up through rounded spine, hands and knees, and then open into your back bend. Curl the toes and slowly raise the hips, downward facing dog. Raise your right leg way up to the sky behind you. Put a bend in that knee that's in the air and slowly flip your dog over if that's in your practice, landing in the rock star, the wild thing. As you exhale, bring your seat almost down to the ground, elbow in towards the belly, and then inhale back into your wild thing. Do that twice more. Exhale like you're closing up, getting small, and then inhale, flying open again. And last one, bring the elbow in, bring the seat down, and then open back up, right arm reaching overhead, almost to the floor, or maybe to the floor behind you, and then carefully coming slowly back around. One-leg dog, right foot steps forward, outside the right hand. Drop the back knee in your lizard this time. You can put your left forearm down if you have the room, and then twist to the right. You can put your right hand on your thigh, or you might have the room to reach for that back foot and draw it in towards the sitting bone, turning the heart open to the right. Going deep, but also going gently. Turn back to center, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Land on your knees, take child's pose. And from child's pose, start to roll up, sweeping the arms up, stretching your heart open. You might this time take a camel pose here. If you feel ready, you can reach for your heels. And then fold back in, closing up into that child's pose again. Draw yourself up through hands and knees, rounded spine, and then opening into your upward facing dog. And then rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Extend left leg way up to the sky. Bend the knee that's up there. Peel the hip open. And so slow, just like you're made of honey, step that left foot behind you. Reaching left arm way overhead. And then hips come down, elbow comes in. And you inhale and open again. Draw everything in, come down on your exhale, and then inhale, open it again. Last time on your exhale, bring it all in, sitting low towards the ground, and then stretching wide open into your back bend. Take your time, feel the whole shape, and then come all the way around. The one-legged dog steps you forward again into that lizard. So left foot outside of left hand. Placing the back knee down, maybe the right forearm down if there's space, and twisting towards the left. You can let that left knee roll open. Place your left palm on the thigh, or if there's space, bend the back knee and hold the foot. Often things that we don't want to face or don't want to feel, we tend to sort of stuff down and they land in the hips. So be ready for whatever comes up. Be welcoming and gracious, and know that whatever it is, it's temporary. Downward facing dog. You can walk up just a little closer and drop your shins to the mat. Take a child's pose right in the center of your mat. And then coming into camel, you can come right from where you are, hands to the heels and open right up. Or you can alternately come stand on your shins, place your hands on your low back, and then start to lean back from there. Fold back into your tiny little seed shape child's pose. Let's do that again. Rolling your way up, either starting with the hands on the heels as you roll the spine up, or starting with the hands on your low back, and then reaching for the heels if you have space. See if you can both expand and soften your edges here. Come on out. You can come by placing the hands on the back, lifting through the heart, or you can fold right back down into your child's pose. And we'll take one more of these with the option perhaps to go from camel into wheel. If you're doing that, curl your toes under as you come into camel. Keep your hands in a prayer at your heart, stand on your shins. Think about stretching up, up, up. Start to lean back. And as soon as you see the floor behind you, drop your palms and straighten your legs. You can also take any other version of camel. Keep it as gentle as you like, or take it as deep as you like. To come out of the wheel back into camel, you just play it in reverse. Drop the shins to the ground, clasp the hands at the heart, and come all the way up. Sit down on your heels, uncurl your toes. Take moon mudra again. Heels of the hands pressing into each other, left fingers down and right fingers up, to help balance the emotional energy of the body. Slide your feet out in front of you to come down onto your back. Take your feet a little wider than the hips, and the knees can windshield wiper from side to side. And then wrap your knees, right knee over left knee. And if you can, reach for opposite ankles here. So left hand will hold right ankle and right hand will hold left ankle. So it's a supine version of Gomukhasana legs. Feel free to rock a little bit from side to side, or maybe just stay really quiet here if that's what you need, allowing those hips to open with the help of gravity. And then twined knees can roll over to the left side for a supine twist. So keep them wrapped and just drop them over. Let your heart spread and open to the right. Breathe right into your heart. Make your way back to center, and then take your Gomukhasana legs the other way. So you'll bring the left leg over the right leg this time. See if you can reach for your shins or ankles. Draw the feet towards you. See if you can lift them up a little bit and move them in towards your chest. That'll deepen the stretch. Any sweet rocking, moving, softening. And then that turns into the supine twist. You can release the feet. Keep your knees wrapped. Drop them over to the right side and spread your heart open to the left. Let it all just keep moving through you. The breath, the feelings, the sensations. Release the twist, hug your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in, bring your head to your knees, and then drop it all into Shavasana. Rest well for as long as you like. Namaste.